Hello beautiful people, let's make hot dog bread rolls. These are very delicious. In my bowl I added the milk and I brought in the yeast and the sugar, and we'll start mixing this to combine properly. It's important you note that it's your yeast that will help your dough to rise. It should bloom with bubbles like this after 5 minutes of mixing this. If it doesn't, please discard and get another one. And now I brought in 1 large egg. We'll also mix this to dissolve the egg yolk completely. And I came in with the flour and salt. We'll start mixing this to form a shaggy dough. And when it got to this point, when I'm not able to mix it anymore with the spatula, I came in with my clean hands and I also brought on the butter, and we'll mix the butter to be well incorporated into the dough. I'll transfer this to my work table for easier kneading, and we'll start kneading this. We'll knead this between 7 to 10 minutes. If you have a stand mixer, please go ahead and knead with it, but I always knead with my hands. At first, this might be very sticky. Don't be tempted to add in additional flour. Use your scraper to clean the work surface when it gets messy. If after 2 minutes of kneading it's still very sticky, come in with a couple tablespoons of flour to help the dough. We'll knead it till we get it like this when it's soft and fluffy, and we'll turn this into a ball shape. And in my bowl, I added in oil, and I'm going to spread it across the bowl. I brought in the dough. This will help the dough not to stick when we are proofing it. I will cover this with a cling film and my kitchen towel. This will help it not to lose moisture when we're proofing it, and allow this to rest and rise for 30 minutes. If you live in the cold regions, please send this to a warm place to proof. And in the meantime, I'm going to grease our pan with butter. This is where we'll be placing the dough so that it doesn't stick when we are baking it. And this dough has risen a little bit. Spread out flour on my work table and I'll bring the dough. We're going to deflate the bubbles in the dough. We'll form this into a ball shape again. In case your dough is sticky, please touch a little flour and it will be easier to work with. Cut the dough into little pieces. If you want accurate measurement for each dough, you have to use your kitchen scale. And now we'll form this into a ball shape. This is very easy. You can also do this. I always say that homemade recipes are the best and every meal is possible in your kitchen. We'll bring in 1/4 dough per time, and with the help of the rolling pin, we are going to stretch this out. And I'll cut this. And here are my smoked sausages. We'll bring in 1 per time and we're going to roll this. And when we get to the edges, we are going to pinch it tightly. Let's do this one more time. Do not roll it out so much that the sausages will be swallowed by the dough. It has to show out. And we'll place them all in our greased pan. We'll cover this again and allow it to rest and rise for 20 minutes. And this has risen a little bit. Here I have 1 whole egg and I brought in a little water, and we're going to whisk this properly. And with my brush, we'll apply the beaten eggs all over the body of the dough. This will give it that shiny color when it's coming out from the oven. You can also achieve the same effect with liquid milk. And we'll be sending this to a preheated oven and bake at 180 degrees Celsius between 25 to 30 minutes. And here is our delicious hot dog bread rolls coming out right out from the oven. This looks and tastes so good. We are going to spread it out in a wire rack to cool. Can you see these delicious goodies? This tastes so good and everyone will be asking for more. I hope you learned a thing or more from this video. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.